Hello, Southport Square residents. This is your executive director with another episode of Around the Square. I will start off with a COVID update for you all. So currently under the state of Florida Department of Health website, the state, Florida itself, is at a 7.1% positivity rate, and Charlotte County is at an 11.6 positivity rate. So still not a lot of change from the last reporting that rolls out every 2 weeks. The CDC is still showing Charlotte County as moderate or yellow currently. So we're still kind of sitting about where we were a week or two ago. We do currently have on our campus 11 positive residents, which is 10 in our assisted living and 1 in our skilled nursing, and we do have 4 positive staff members. Now we do anticipate those assisted living residents, those should be dropping off relatively soon because those folks have been positive for coming up on their 10-day period, and we have not had any new positives over there, so that's good that we've been able to control and mitigate kind of that outbreak. But we'll be on the other side of this hopefully very soon and starting to see those numbers come back down across our campus. On that same note, we are still requiring masking right now in our assisted living, memory care, and skilled nursing due to the outbreaks, which again, an outbreak is considered one case. So in skilled nursing, we are back to wearing masks because of our case in the skilled nursing currently right now. Also wanted to give you all a quick update. Our flu vaccine clinic this week went really well. Thank you for those that were able to come down and participate and get vaccinated, and I know many others have probably already gone and gotten vaccinated already. We did get through 125 residents between the 2 days, so that was a pretty significant number. I thought that was excellent to see. We also allowed for associates to get vaccinated during that time, and so we were able to get quite a few employees vaccinated as well. We'll be doing another vaccine clinic coming up here for our assisted living residents, not for the independent living residents, but for the assisted living residents. That'll be coming up in about a week or two. And we'll continue to work with CVS on that as well. If you did not get your flu vaccine yet, and you're still interested to get your flu vaccine, CVS, Walgreens, all doing the flu vaccines. Also, many of the physicians' offices are offering the flu vaccine. So if you're having a hard time finding out where you can go to get it, or if you need some help finding a place to get it, please touch base with Jerry Faith or Debbie Link, and they'll make sure to get you connected to the right spot in order to get that flu vaccine. Also, there's been a lot of conversations about that COVID booster and kind of that like next booster. So many people have been asking about, kind of what is out there and where it's at. Probably the best advice I can give you, because we're so far down the road in COVID now, is work with your physician on whether the booster is right for you, the most recent booster is right for you, and whether you're up to date on your booster or your vaccines for COVID. So as you work through that, there were initial COVID shot, then the booster, then it was another booster, then it was a third booster, and now there's another booster. So it gets very confusing, and everybody, just kind of knowing where you are and how many shots you've had and when you've had your shots. Your physician can definitely tell you if you need to have those antibodies, reboosted again, if you will, and need that. So it's probably the best advice I can give you. We are not going to do any continuing COVID booster shot clinics here on site. As of this point, down the road, if anything changes, we'll reconsider that. But at this time, it's just there's too many questions of whether you should get it or shouldn't get it, and who needs it and who doesn't. It's a lot to decipher at this time. So if you do want to get that, again, work with your physician's office on if you should get it and where you can get it at. A couple of other updates. So moving along to storm recovery, the Blue Team is still here and working. They will be on site for several months as they work through some of the rebuild process. You've probably seen the trailers have moved to the back of our campus next to the garden. We just kind of wanted to get those trailers out of the way, out of the front of the campus. We'll continue to have those workers reporting back to those areas with their supplies. Again, trying to make it as minimal impact to you all as residents as possible across our campus. However, they are still working in residents' apartments. Not every resident will need to have the Blue Team in their apartment to do remediation work. They did have to come in initially to do the moisture mapping that was done by the Blue Team. They also had insurance carriers back in those same apartments to do the moisture mapping, and that was just testing for moisture in each of the apartments. and now the blue team is actually working through the mitigation process. So what that means is that for those residents that had any type of moisture present in your apartment, and you can't always tell just by visually looking at something, they might have to come in and cut out some drywall and replace that drywall. Their current process right now is that they are mitigating first. They're removing the stuff that they can remove, and they're working with the insurance company on the repair process. So what goes back in, how it gets done, and they're working on permitting for things like windows and lanais and stuff like that. So as they work through this, it is unfortunately a two-step process. We will have some residents that will need to be relocated for a period of time during the time that their apartment is being worked on, depending on the size and the scope of what work needs to be done in the apartment. The blue team is coming in and they are using air scrubbers, and they can do all of the work. If it's just drywall removal, they can do all of that in one day. They can make it very clean. They will make sure that that air is scrubbed with an air scrubber to make it a clean process. As they remove that, they put up barriers and they reseal it so that you don't have any adverse effects from the work that was done in that day. So it's been a very good process so far. If you have concerns or questions, please come to see me so that we can address them. But hopeful that the blue team can be as little impact as possible to you in your apartments as they work through that. Also the dining rooms. So at Resident Council on Tuesday, it was communicated that we were going to work toward getting the dining rooms reopened this week. Unfortunately, we had a little bit of a hiccup with that process with some scaffolding in the dining room to get some ceiling work done. And so it's been a little bit of a delay. So we are looking at Tuesday, next Tuesday, which would be November 1st, will be the day that we'll be able to get back in those dining rooms. We've been working with our dining team, and we'll be getting some further communication and messaging out. But it looks like they will be continuing some work through the weekend in those dining rooms, and then we will be able to get those back up to speed on Tuesday and reopen those dining rooms. So more to come on that in the future. We're working again as diligently as possible to get those open and let the residents back in to have dinner in lunch or dinner in the dining rooms. No breakfast in the dining room, by the way. Anyway, also our Gables East renovation. So for those of you in the East building, we met a week ago, I guess, and we chatted about the project not being able to restart until the blue team finished some remediation work in there. So I'm pleased to announce that it looks like our recommencement date for the Gables East renovation will be November 7th. That is the tentatively scheduled date right now. So the blue team is working to have all of the remediation type work on the 4th and 5th floors of the East building in the common area spaces completed by sometime midweek next week. And Laniap, our vendor, is then scheduled to start that following Monday. So very excited to get that project back in the works and reconvened and back working again. And we'll work on that final closing date when it gets a little bit closer to time. And the last thing I just wanted to remind everybody, we do have coming up here November 8th, our anniversary event. That's on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. It's going to be a great event, great evening. We'll have dinner served for everybody that night before or that night of in the dining rooms, and then we'll roll right out to our celebration outside from 7 to 9. Really looking forward to the event this year. 35 years, that's a long time to be operating here and functioning, and it's pretty cool to see our 35th anniversary here coming to fruition, and especially more significant the fact that we just went through a significant storm here with Hurricane Ian and the rebuilding process, and it just shows how strong and how resilient we are as a community. So thank you all very much. I hope you enjoy this episode.
Hello everyone with Around the Square. Today I'm with Sherry Robinson. She's the Vice President of Operations for LCS. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to the ATS studios.
I know, I love the studio.
It looks a lot like Brian's office.
Exactly like Brian's office. Yeah.
Now, Sherry, you have wonderful news for being here today.
I do. So,
why are you here?
Sometimes you don't get to come under great circumstances, but I will just say I haven't had a chance to address the residents and staff since the hurricane, but saw many of you. I just want to say kudos to this team. We are so impressed. Everybody across the Life Care Services family is so impressed with Southport Square. You were the hardest hit of the peak communities, and certainly we are just impressed at the fact that all 700 lives who were here on campus during that storm, nobody was injured, and that's the best thing. But today, instead of doing cleanup and delivering meals, I got to deliver checks.
Oh,
so that was exciting.
It really is,
Yes.
yes.
So Life Care Services has a foundation, LCS Foundation, and LCS Foundation is specifically to help employees in need. So employees of Life Care Services who have something happen in their lives. And during the storm, we learned that all these applications were being filled out. I know Dawn was showing that on last week's episode of the applications that different employees were filling out. And surprisingly, those checks have already come, many of them. So Brian and I had the opportunity to walk around with some of the other managers today and actually deliver about 100 checks to employees, and our full-time employees got up to $2,500 based on their application. So Life Care Services has committed about $400,000 to Southport Square. This money comes from various places, but a lot of employees do a paycheck deduction every week. Once the storm passed, we put out the word that there were a lot of employees here who needed help, and the money that came in was just incredible. So today we handed out about 100 checks. We have about 60 more checks coming next week, but this was a great day at Southport Square, much better than the day after the hurricane when I arrived here. The campus is looking so much better, but the best part of it was just being able to hand those checks to people who need them. A lot of tears in the eyes of employees today. And so Brian and I got to have a great day, and we just wanted the not only the residents but the employees who watch these episodes to know that Life Care Services cares about the employees, and we had a great day. So good day to be at Southport Square today.
Yay,
Thanks, Dawn.
yay. I have the happy tears in my eyes too. So I was one of the recipients, and I am so very grateful for this company, and hopefully the people in the corporate office will be able to see how grateful we are for this.
Yes.
Now, you mentioned that some associates, if they'd like, they can make a contribution to the foundation.
They can. So Brian has all the information about the LCS Foundation, and there are folks who contribute every paycheck to the foundation, and then many of us were able to do a one-time donation after the storm to the foundation, and it is tax deductible. So we were able to do that because it is an actual foundation that is tax exempt. So we were able to get a lot of people to hear the story of the Southport Square employees, and so many people from our home office and a lot of people from our other communities chose to give. So that's been great, and I know you all got a load of things from Bradenton this week. I know that Cypress Village has been collecting things, and all of the sister communities are very concerned about Southport Square and wanting to help any way they can. So one of the ways is the LCS Foundation.
Oh, well, that's wonderful. Employees taking care of employees,
That's
everyone looking out for each other, and
Absolutely.
I have never worked for a company that was this responsive.
Yeah, it's a great company.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
So thank
We
you
are
for
blessed.
your time.
Yes.
Thank you,
All
LCS.
right. Okay, bye.
I wanted to thank the residents for this cute little message that they had posted up on the wall here in Gables West. They used the lunch bags to make a sign for the associates, specifically for dining. So we have T, H. Look at all the nice messages. Look at that. A. Look at that. Even thanks to the Blue Shirts team. Aww. N. Oh, right here. This is wonderful. And K. Patrick Brown for putting up with our welcome party named Ian. Oh, these are great. And S. Oh, this is cute. Thank you guys. This is really wonderful. Here I am in Gables West kitchen, and we have George back there And who else is back there? Malik? Let me see our stars over here. Hi, guys. Now, these two gentlemen have been here through the hurricane, right, guys? Except George. George, you weren't here.
I was not here for the hurricane.
No, but you came here afterwards, and you've been nonstop working. So, good job, George. Well, here they have an operation where they are preparing all of the food. We're on a hurricane menu. What's on the menu, guys? I see shrimp.
We have shrimp scampi today.
Shrimp scampi, vegetables.
With a nice vegetable blend.
Yeah, and some pasta. And I smell that clam chowder. It smells so good in here.
And then tomorrow we'll be meatloaf.
Oh, tomorrow's meatloaf. Oh, nice. So they have a little assembly line here going. So they have all of the items, all of the lunch entrees packed in a bag, one per bag. And then, as you can see here, she's putting in some crackers and soup. That's that delicious clam chowder that I love, but I cannot eat it. So that stinks. But Dana, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. Did you fare okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are hustling here. I'll get out of the way. How many meals have you made?
175.
You make 175 a day?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Laura, how proud of you of this team?
These guys?
Yeah, they
Guys
are.
and girls. I don't put it
Yes,
that way.
that's very true. That's very true.
They have shown through.
They really have.
Yes.
They really have. They've shined. They really have. And then we have our beloved Sherry back there. Hi, Sherry. I'm sorry to hear about your car. Oh, the hot rod, too. So, what are you doing over there? You preparing for lunch tomorrow? You doing what? Oh, so homemade cinnamon rolls.
Well, semi-homemade.
Semi-homemade.
And I'm doing 175.
Uh-huh.
I don't have the time to make them from scratch.
Yeah.
Someday.
Yeah, but so that you're prepping them up for Sunday.
Yep. They have
Yummy.
to thaw overnight, and then they have to proof.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have to make simple syrup and brush them with simple syrup.
Oh.
They're warm, and then after they cool, we glaze them.
Yummy. I have to say, you guys have done a fantastic job with the menus for this hurricane. You know, given that we don't have a choice. Next week we're going to have choices.
Yes, starting Sunday.
But you guys really have shined.
Well,
And
thank you.
I personally, for not having any electricity and no hot food, I appreciate the hot food.
Yes, I saw your email, and
Yeah.
while I appreciate it, Mama Sherry makes me feel like a grandma.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, but you are like our mom. You give us a lot of food.
Yes, I do.
She
I show
loves.
love with food.
Yes, you do. The typical Italian mama.
There you go. It's our pleasure. We're
All
here
right.
for our residents. They're like my family.
They are. They really are. So, thank you for all your hard work, sweetheart. Whitney rocking in the dish pit. Now, are you about to open that up so we can see what's in there?
Yes, right now.
All right, let's see what's going on. Hold on, let me get in. Ah, so you're washing all the teacups?
Yes, from the function.
Oh, from the coffee chat this morning. Ah, okay. How long does it take to put them in there?
It takes about a minute and 30 seconds to wash.
A minute and a half to wash 12 glasses. 12 cups that quickly. Wow. I need a dishwasher like that at home. So, do you put all of the plates and stuff through that dish pit?
Yes.
Really? You see, he's rinsing. And Whitney, you've been here through this whole ordeal, through the whole hurricane, right, honey?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. You were staying here too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah. You and I were sitting there chopping up celery for a couple of days there, making egg salad. Well, keep up the good work, honey. You did great. You did great. And you're still doing great.
Thank you.
And here we have the beautiful Irma. How you doing, Irma? Irma, now what are you doing now?
I'm going to help with packing up food and get them ready for delivery. To be delivered. Yeah.
So we still have the resident volunteers. Look at all these volunteers. Hello. Wow, these are the rocks of Southport. The rock stars.
You betcha.
The rock stars. How you doing?
I'm ready to go.
All right.
I got my running shoes on.
What we do is this gets filled, and then Karen and Nancy were doing that today, and then we get this from the kitchen and put one of them in there, and then out we go to the floors.
Ah, so in these bags, this is the
and
water.
dessert, and so forth.
Oh, okay. All the and any condiments that would have
Right.
been
You
needed.
missed the assembly line.
So, oh, yeah, I
assembly
did miss
line
the
for-
assembly line.
Yeah, the assembly
I've
line.
worked that assembly line a couple of times,
Yeah.
but it takes a village.
Yeah.
It really does, and we really appreciate all the help that you guys have given us. I mean, really, it's.
Well, it was fun the first week.
You're not getting paid for this, you know.
Now we're working for reductions in rent.
Oh man, say it again. Say it again. You're working for what?
We're working for reductions in rent.
There you go. Okay. I can't guarantee
You'll
it.
have more volunteers than you can handle next week.
It reminds me of the days when my kids were in high school, and I would work the concession stands to get the band fees down. I would work for the concession stands at all the games just so I didn't have to pay the tremendous amount for her traveling.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, you
They
have
all
to
went
do
on
it.
Band trips. Up
Yeah.
Everybody chipped in. For
Now, I can't guarantee a discount on the rent, but I'm sure it felt good to say it.
I know you can't guarantee nothing.
Now you've been watching the progress here.
So here we go. Look at that. So a new batch has been brought out from the kitchen.
Chester, you want to take the next one?
Now, do you have
Okay.
these all marked? How do you guys know what floor to bring them to?
We have a list.
Uh-huh.
We have a
Fifth
system.
floor CDF, fourth floor CDF, and the person signs off on it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody picks a floor and a wing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
yesterday, Bill and I did 1, 2, and 3 wings.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of walking, Wanda. And I know you guys do your walking all the time.
Yeah, I gotta have it marked. So,
Well, let me turn this sideways.
oh, there we go.
I'll get out of the way. But as you can see, this is a big operation, and we really could not do it without these volunteers.
Yes, you can
Um,
take that one.
Okay, we're out
They're,
of here.
you're out of here, huh?
We're going to 2.
Oh, I'll follow you, Wanda.
Okay.
All right. Look at that. You guys know to, if there's 2 people in a room, you leave
Yeah.
2 meals.
Yeah, that's why it's good
We
to
charge
go back.
double.
That's why it's good to go back to the same rooms, because see, some people don't necessarily take a name off if they're not there.
Right, and we
like
have
those
some,
people haven't moved in yet, but they're on 3.
right, and we have people that are all over the place right now.
Well,
It's a
we
shell
kinda-
game.
Yeah, we kind of, yeah.
Like, where is this person at? They're transferred to another apartment.
Hello, Jenny. Meal delivery. Uh-oh, crackers.
Hey, Bill, here's your meal. Come and get it.
It's feeding time. Is that Bill Wilbur's place? Yeah. What's he got?
Here he
Oh,
is.
hello, Bill. How you doing?
Gotta be quick.
You gotta be quick. Wow, speaking of quick, look, he's not, Mr. Bell is
And
not.
these people are never home.
Oh, who are the, oh, yeah, those Bells, I tell you, they're never around when you need
My
them.
little girl.
Oh, that's cute.
Meal delivery.
Wow.
We call it knock and holler.
The knock and holler, huh? You guys are great.
Kathy, meal delivery.
delivery. Meal delivery.
Hey, you guys are like the Meals on Wheels.
There's your filet mignons.
They're not rare though.
Did you want lobster or filet? Well, yeah, you got one of each.
I want Why you being choosy?
All right, so she has an empty card here, and now they have.
You want to, oh, sorry, just stick them on here.
Thank you. They switch them out and they fill.
Give them to you to keep going on too. I don't care.
Okay, well, this card really holds more. Okay, we'll put some back in here.
It's like organized chaos.
Right? It is. It looks like it's hectic, but I mean, it's really organized.
Now next week we're going to start doing delivery only, but they're going to be able to have a choice
The menus.
of their menus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, which they're happy about.
And they are to remember to bring their menus down here.
Yeah, well,
No,
every
no,
floor.
no.
Oh, they're coming here?
They're coming
Oh,
here,
okay.
yeah. So we're going to remove those tables from up there because
Okay.
they're going to be delivering them down here.
Awesome. Okay, that's great.
Comes Curry.
Oh, here it goes.
There goes Curry. He's also a volunteer. Curry, just you weren't here, but we've already established this doesn't take anything off the rent.
It doesn't.
No, I'm
Then
sorry.
I'm out of here.
Well, I'm out here in the village, and it looks like Smita has done a little decorating out here. And how cute is this display for Halloween? Creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. Yeah, I think this guy's been out in the sun too long.
Spooky,
Spooky. And here is the queen of Halloween.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Jerry.
Hi. So, everybody, this is Jerry Faith, Resident Service Director at Southport Square. And I just want to remind everybody I was the last year recipient of the office decoration winner. And I am bound and determined to continue being the champ. So, enjoy.
Oh yes, let's see where the eye goes here. So on this side, look at this. Look at this. I love the Grey's Anatomy. That's cute.
It's a nurse touch.
You even have a sickle and canes.
Mm-hmm. You never
Look at
know.
this. Oh, but wait, it gets more. You have encroached into the hallway.
I have.
So she's taken this even further and has a whole, look at this. Look at this. Wow, Jerry. Wow. Oh, hold on. We got more. Wait, there's more.
There's more.
Look at this. Wow. And is this you as well?
Yes.
Wow. Jerry, Faith. I love the body on the table.
That's Mr. Bones.
Mr. Bones.
He's taking a little
Oh,
rest.
how funny is that? And treat. Oh, you're taking over the entire lobby.
Half.
But look at this. I'm at least. Oh wait. Oh, there's more.
Look underneath. That's the best part.
That is cool. I like that. I think I need to steal that for my office. There might just be a theft involved. I'm not going to call this one.
Okay.
But I think you and I have a good rivalry here with our decor. Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
So. Well, I hope you win with your division.
Thank you.
And I'm going to get the residents on my side for my
Okay, all
office.
right.
Yeah.
Well, meanwhile, everybody, happy Halloween, trick or treat.
Yes. Happy Halloween. What kind of candy you got, by the
I
way?
got no candy.
What?
Everybody ate all the candy.
You know what? That is a demerit.
You got candy?
I have candy.
All right, I gotta get candy.
Bye, Jerry. Okay. Well, here's my office. I can't compete with Jerry Faith. in encroaching into the lobby, but I think I have pretty good decorations. I have decorations here from Kay Conti, Wanda Bell, but the best is I actually have candy. Jerry didn't have candy. And here are my decorations. Very spooky. Very spooky. Little fun thing that no one needs to know, but I like to share anyway, is this garland I got when my son was little. His first Halloween to decorate. That's when I started decorating for Halloween. And that is 25 years old. So, very happy with that. Again, that's a piece of information that you did not need to know. I have some spiders. And here I have my skull collection. Look how spooky that is. All right, residents. Well, again, I can't compete with Jerry Faith, but I think it's pretty impressive. What do you think? Let me know. Hey, Jeff, how are ya?
I'm doing good, thank you.
So, Jeff, we're on the 4th floor trash room, and that room looks a little trashy.
It does.
It really does. And this is becoming a problem because Waste Management, their recycling facility has been damaged and they're not doing any pickups, right?
That's right.
But yet the residents continue to keep recycling.
Yes.
But we don't have anywhere to put it.
Right.
Right. So what is the solution to this?
Well, for the time being, and again, this is going to be a temporary thing. From what I understand, Waste Management is starting to get the recycling back up and running, starting on Monday for residential, so that bodes well for us. With that said, in the meantime, all of our recycle cans are full of trash and recycled. They have not been emptied since the hurricane.
Right.
So that's what puts us in this position.
Right. So even if it's Monday where they're going to start resuming, we still won't have empty cans until probably midweek, right?
At the earliest.
Yeah, at the earliest. Yeah.
Yep. It depends on when they're gonna get to us.
Okay.
So, in the meantime, this is what we're dealing with. So, what we're asking of the residents is that you, rather than have all your items loose in the bags,
Yeah.
is that we start putting them in trash bags.
Okay.
We tie the trash bags up and we throw it down the garbage chute.
And then you throw it down the chute.
Yep. We're
Yeah.
not gonna be recycling anymore.
Until it gets back to normal.
Until it gets back to normal and the cans arrive again. So, when you see cans in the recycle rooms, the old recycle cans back in the recycle rooms at East and West, you'll know that we're returning back to normal.
Okay.
But in the meantime, we just ask that you bag your garbage, you tie it shut, and you throw it down the trash chute. If it's loose like this, what happens is when we take the gondolas to the trash, dump it, items blow out. And so we're having an issue with that.
Right, and you have to physically you take the garbage bags out of the gondolas, right?
We aren't anymore. For over 2 weeks, we had 3 completely full open tops, and our typical trash compactor was also full. And so we had no place to put the trash. We were putting them in these open tops, and so yes, we were physically going into the gondolas by hand and throwing the trash into these for about 2 weeks, East, West, and Harbor Health.
What a messy job.
Well, it wasn't fun.
Yeah, and then when you have all of these loose things, so now you're picking up other people's garbage, basically, rather than just a bag of garbage.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so now what do you have to do now? So you have to go and bag all of this in individual garbage bags so that it can go down the chute and be disposed of in the back properly?
Yeah, or what I'll do is we have a gondola on the 2nd floor, a trash gondola. I'll bring it up here, I'll fill it up with all of this, and then I'll take it to the compactor and dispose of it that way. But at East and West, if all we ask of the residents for the time being is to please bag your trash and recycles and into the same bag and tie them up and just throw them into the gondolas or down the chutes.
Okay, perfect. That's a good message to give them.
All right.
And then when they see the green and yellow recycle bins back in these rooms, then they know they don't have to, they can start sorting again. But right
Exactly.
now, we've got to get this under control.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
so-
it's becoming quite a mess.
Yes, so please stop using these bags. I know they're great for when you're recycling, but we can't just use these. You have to have them in a plastic bag. Otherwise, Jeff is going to be dumpster diving and throwing out individual items. So,
And I've spent the last 2.5 weeks dumpster diving, so.
is that what that smell is?
That's what that smell is. As much as I shower, it hasn't come off yet, so
All
bear
right.
with me.
All right, Jeff. Well, thanks for the update.
All right, thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. I'm here with Don Baldwin, also known as the Toy Maker. But you didn't make any toys today. You
No.
made a candy dish, which is also, I told you, you could also call it a charcuterie board and get more money for it over than a candy
Is that the
dish.
same as an hors d'oeuvre tray?
An hors d'oeuvre tray, right? Yes, yes. This is pretty neat. So you made this out of wood. Did you put some coating on it or something?
It's got a cutting board oil on it.
Oh, a cotton board oil, so it's food safe.
Yeah.
Okay. And look at this. It spins. So you can say, please pass the cheese. And you can just spin it around to the person.
Yeah.
Look at that.
You put your crackers or whatever there. And
Wow. So I expect to see this in the bar. You can carry
No,
it up
this
at
is going to
happy
the
hour?
yard- This is going to the yard sale.
Oh, okay. So at
But
the
that's-
bazaar, the
that's
holiday.
another idea.
There you go.
With a bar.
Yeah. Call it mixed nuts.
If it don't sell, that's where it'll go.
Well, that is cute. I like that. Now, does the bottom spin? No, it
No.
doesn't. Oh, okay.
It's-
So that's stable,
Right.
and
I
then
would have
this
had to
is.
make another tray for the bottom if this was going to turn.
You can stick it on one of them Lazy Susans. Yeah. Wow.
But you can still reach.
So how many items do you have made for the holiday bazaar that's going to be happening?
this-
Well,
Did I take it?
there's 2 end tables. There's 2 tissue box covers. I'll probably put maybe a half a dozen toys in there.
Uh-huh.
A couple of the new ones, the tow truck and a fire engine.
The crane? Are you going to get rid of the crane?
Yeah,
Yeah?
whatever.
Yeah. I like the crane. That's cute. Well, I wish you much luck at the upcoming bazaar sale, the holiday bazaar
Okay, that's on the 16th, I believe.
of November.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys hear it. If you want a
Plus there'll be I think Bob's making clocks.
yeah, Bob Ponticelli, he's making these
Yeah,
really
that'll be
amazing
that'll
clocks.
be also
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah. Wow.
So,
You're gonna have a heck of a table. I'll have to check it out.
yeah, well, I put on the slip, I filled it out, and I asked for a large table.
Uh-huh.
That way all 3 of us can use it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I think Gene's also got, I don't know what you call them, sewing things.
The what?
I don't know, they're all different colors.
The scarves?
You hang them up.
Curtains?
Something like a
What are you talking about?
I don't know what you name
So
it.
your wife makes things.
Yeah.
What is she making it out of? What
Material?
I know it's material, but is it yarn? Is it?
No.
Oh,
It's
okay.
cloth.
It's
Regular
cloth.
fabric.
Uh-huh.
But they're all different colors, different designs.
Oh, okay. Well, she's very creative. Yeah. She's still making the doll clothes. Does she make doll clothes still?
Not too much.
No. Oh, okay. Well, I know she makes Army Jeep canopies for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for the-
She's got for the Jeep.
For the
yeah.
Army truck, yeah.
For the Army truck, she
Yeah.
made those. All right. Well, if anybody is interested in a candy dish, also known as what I call a charcuterie board, because that is the newest,
That raises
latest.
the price $5.
That's right. You call it a charcuterie board, you'll get $5 extra for that. I promise you. All right, Don. Well, thanks for sharing and good luck at the sale.
Okay, thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
I wanted to share this sweet sentiment, literally a sweet sentiment by Bill Beck. He brought me a card that says it's to myself, Brian, and the Southport Square senior staff. And I'm not going to read the card because it'll make me cry. But boy, oh boy, look at this treat. It's an entire triple chocolate ganache cake that he makes. He is a master baker, and that looks absolutely delicious. And apparently I am supposed to share that, which I guess I will. You know, it is at least 20 days worth of calories. But not only did he make an entire cake for the staff, but in this container he even gave us instructions on what to do with it, and to not throw away his springform pan that's underneath the cake. So Bill, thank you so very much. We will look forward to having this sweet treat tomorrow. And you know, technically I don't have to tell anybody about this, and I could just bring that whole thing home, but I won't. I'll be a good girl. But this is just amazing. This is awesome. And thank you, Bill. And a sincere thanks to all of the residents here who have just been so overwhelmingly awesome to all of us, and asking about us and asking how we're doing. You truly make Southport Square a magical place. So thank you. We love you. Okay, here's another show and tell item. Can anyone guess what this is? One of the residents here in Gables West, Judy Davis, brought this down for Brian and I, and told us that we would get a lot of use out of this doll. It is a doll, if you haven't noticed, but it's a special doll. It is a darn it doll. So when we're having a bad day, you can just, it says right here, it says, you find a place to slam it and you whack its stuffing out, and then while you're doing it, you yell. And so I've already beaten this thing severely this morning. So thank you so much for this. And it's actually really cute. I just love this place. I just absolutely love it here. Ryan, what's a ghost's favorite dessert?
I don't know what.
Ice cream.
You scream. We all scream for ice cream. Yeah?
What do witches put on their bagels?
I don't know.
Scream cheese.
Oh, yeah?
What do mummies put on top of their ice cream sundaes?
I have no idea.
Whip scream.
Oh, whipped cream. All right, with a cherry on top. Yeah?
What's a vampire's least favorite meal?
I don't know.
A steak.
Oh,
a steak.
In the
Get
coffin.
it? Yeah.
I got you. All right.
Got
okay.
it.
This is a rebuttal to the steak joke for the what was it? The vampire.
Yeah.
And his worst meal is, or least favorite meal is a steak. So I think his second least favorite is a salad with light dressing.
Oh, gee.
That wah. That was terrible, right? Okay.
With garlic on
That
the
was
side.
long. I was trying to come up with something
light
good. It was
dressing.
light
That was actually really good,
Okay,
Brian. I'll give you that one.
All right, that was all I could come up with in that,
Oh,
but-
wait, I got another one.
Yeah.
What do you call two spiders that just married?
I have no idea.
Newlyweds.
Oh, newlyweds. All right, that's a good one.
Ryan,
Yeah.
what does a ghost call a mistake?
I don't know what.
A boo-boo.
Oh, boo-boo. I made a boo-boo. I made a lot of boo-boos, I'll tell you that much. Sheesh. I love the jokes. Thank you. Those were awesome.
Yeah.
Have a great week, everybody.
And happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.